Hi guys, we're back again. Playing $2.75 $1,800 guaranteed, 330 $2,500 guaranteed on card room. Down to 18 in this one. We're in fifth place. Um, can we do that on here? Can I stat track the other table right now? Because we're down to the final two tables. Just gonna click on a guy and let it open up. Okay, that's weird. We're playing, they're not, huh? Something to do with current hand finishes. Yeah, we'll put these down here and we'll put that there and we'll keep an eye on that table because I like to try to get some information on my opponents on the next table once I get down to a couple tables and make it a little smaller. All right, so that is the table we're not on. So, just keep an eye on that table. The blinds just went up. We got some shorties. 100 big blind guys sitting out for some reason. 90 big blinds. All right. We'll see if this heads up display will stat track. It wouldn't on 8-8, but I've seen it do it before when you just open up the table and take stats, which kind of gives you some info. Maybe they stopped doing allowing you to do that because it's kind of cheating, maybe. All right, limp. Or I don't know what the fuck you limp with here besides precisely aces and maybe kings. Oh my god, you limp fold. Poker is not dead, people. Poker is not dead. 3 big blinds deep, limp folds to a jam in or on low jack. You gotta take a note on shit like that. Like, he just proved how dumb, like, how fishy he is. He has absolutely no fucking idea what he's doing. How can you fucking risk, like, 25% of your stack in middle position and then get it jammed, which is when a shove stack jams, and fold? It's unfucking believable. I guess we'll see a flop. Yeah, 3-8-3. Probably a range bet for this guy. We don't really have any draws or anything. We'd definitely be over bluffing to the extreme if we took this line. He just does the one. He probably has something. Like, he's trying to get me to check raise. Probably has something. Like, at least ace 10 or something that he's not folding. I'm not folding ace 10 there if I get check raised. Or ace jack. Or ace queen, ace king. Ace 9. Yeah, I'm calling. Like, I'm playing for stacks with all those hands at 12 effective. Like, if I have a 3, it's a cooler. Which I'm not going to have tons of 3x in my range. A lot of it I'm going to fold. Most of my 3s are just going to be the suited combinations. For a min raise. Like 4-3, 5-3, 6-3. Yeah, whatever. Just 3x combos. Guys at 12-2. Easy min raise spot. This guy's disconnected. Yay, we won. Keep holding our own. We're holding our own. Ace 2 of hearts. We're going to raise to the shove stacks 3-bet shoving ranges. We're likely going to be in position versus Pedro here. Yeah. Good spot. We'll get jammed on too, but we do block their 3-bet shoving ranges, so it's kind of like a good hand to open, right? Deuce 10-8. I'm going to bet small for protection. Well, actually, no. I should probably size a little to get rid of his overcards if we can. 40% pots, kind of like my large bet at these stack depths. 6 on the turn. He checks. So check calls, checks the 6. I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing. Is he probably has an 8, maybe? An 8 makes sense. Maybe a worse 2? 2s make sense too. More likely he has an 8 though, probably. Or he's trying to trap with a 10 like an idiot. He should have his check raise flop. Turn and then, yeah. Check. I have a 2. What do you got? Oh, look at that. 2 pair. You don't even bet the river with. Like, it's a card that's good for his range. He can go ahead and bet there, no problem. And it's gonna look really bluffy when he just jams the river. Really bluffy. I don't know. I'm jamming that river. How many 7s are really in my range? There's a few, but not way more 7s in the big blinds range. This looks like a bluff. It's gonna get called by King 10, Queen 10, Jack 10. Like, we actually do have a pair, so that makes things a little easier. We'll go a little bit bigger than the min bet. This guy has no stats on me or knows anything about me, so fold. That ace kind of hits him, but not really because he had the check fold button clicked. I'm gonna check call. 3-4 off. You see, checking to induce bluffs works. There's no way we would have got 3 more big blinds out of him if we had a bluffed on that ace or king, or like turned our hand into a bluff. We have a good enough hand that he's gonna bluff sometimes. Oh, look at this. He got aces again, and he won this one. Good. Pocket 4s. I folded. Yeah, I just think, pocket 4s are more. I'd have to be a little bit deeper, and there's a lot of shove stacks. We don't really block their 3-bet shoving ranges with 4s. Probably better to just drop early. Pocket 4s. I'm gonna get shoved on so often, like I would have by impact there. A suited hand, min raise. Let's get rid of this. I think I should probably start getting rid of the worst suited stuff. We're getting close to the final table, and I kind of want to reduce my variance. I should start getting rid of some of the weakest suited hands out of my range. That is a middle stack. I'm a medium stack, so. Oh yeah. There's a lot of cards we can continue betting here. We got spades, 4s. Would be great. We got lots of cards that we can continue on there. 6-5 off. We can get rid of that. These guys aren't just laying down and letting me have the tournament here. 21-6, 0-0, 14-0, 29, 14-0. I'm opening this Jack 8. That guy's sitting out, so that's helpful. This Jack 8. Alright, we got flatted by this guy, and the big blind defend. We're gonna be like checking a significant amount of the time. Hijack versus cutoff. Equities are gonna run really close together, and he actually has a stronger range than I do. But when it goes check, 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 we gotta turn. I can go ahead and bet something like 3.2, I guess. Take it down sometimes. Sometimes. Not all the time. Okay, we won one. Yeah, we're just going to be checking most of our range in that spot versus the cutoff in the hijack. Because yeah, he has he has a tighter range than I do. He probably has the range advantage on an ace XX board. I'm not 100% sure who has the range advantage there, but it's probably him. So we do a lot of checking. But you know, when it goes check, 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 the big blind's capped his range. Cutoff somewhat has capped the range because they wouldn't want to be outdrawn with the race. So, you know, we can go ahead and fire at that point. Oh, wow. He's putting the bad beat on somebody now. Right on. Oh, good. We got a deeper stacked guy to my right now. That's good. That's good. I hope he's nuts. Dirty grandpa. Is this collecting? No. That sucks. But I have stats on this dirty grandpa. I have 11 hands on him somehow. And then, yes, sports champ I have 7 on. He just got here. I don't know. What the hell's going on here? We got a guy with 10 big blinds, 12 big blinds, 17 big blinds. We got a few short guys. And our table's like reasonably deep. Like, but we got the money to our right, and that's what you want, right? Because chips tend to move clockwise. For one. And I'll have position on the deep stack at the table, which is going to make my job easier getting his chips. I'll have position on him. So. And then, but we do have some, like, MPAC has a pretty high 3-bet percentage, so it's kind of fucking me up a little bit. I gotta take it easy. But. Ace King. We know he gets there. Okay. 9-8 off. We can get rid of that. Yeah, I remember like Poker Copilot fucking stat tracking when I opened the other table before, but it doesn't work anymore. So. Oh, did I click? Oh, whoops. Yeah, it don't work anymore. Here, let's make it tiny and put it up in the corner. I can't even move it now. There we go. Yeah, let's keep it up in the corner. King 9 offsuit, 38 12s. This guy's kind of tight with his raises and splashy with his calls. Thinking long and hard. And then he min raises, which is the stupidest thing you can do blind versus blind. Like, yeah. I'm in position. I only have to realize like 20% equity to fucking call. Min raises, does that. All right. There you go. Yeah, he had something. That's the thing. Like, I'm gonna call and take that away on that turn so fucking often for a small amount of money. Like, yeah, it's gonna go good a lot of the time. Pretty much, you should always call in position with any equity when they see bet there, and then just with the intentions of taking it away on pretty much every turn. And that will be highly successful with that strategy. $16 players remain, but yet we have a full table. Is this even the same fucking tournament or what? No way. Was I on the wrong one? That doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, it's the 275 one. It's this one. Nope. I gotta click on one that's not on my table. It's kind of odd. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it is 8 max, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I thought it was 8 max. I was like, yeah, it just didn't look right to me. Yeah, it's 8-handed. It's an 8-handed table. Interesting. Yeah, I thought it was a little bit different. It doesn't tell you that on the lobby. This is the other one. Wow, we had 876 entrants. Quite a few entrants. Yeah, sometimes ACR has pretty good tournaments on. Like today, it's been pretty good, but it's Good Friday. A lot of people have the day off work and shit, so. Right in the middle of the pack with 27 big blinds here. We just haven't really picked up anything good in the last little bit, so. There where it came Jack 10 Jack and the big blind had a fucking. We had King Jack and he had King 10. Yeah, that's right. Like that, we got off pretty easy there. Like we lost the minimum. He didn't even lead the river or anything, so. Or he led the river, but he led it for 3.5 bigs into 13, 14 big blinds. So he doesn't even know how to play. He doesn't know how to get value from his hands. Like when I check, when I bet, range bet on the flop, and then it goes check on the turn, you got to assume that I have something. Because like, wouldn't I continue barreling with my bluffs or my draws? Like I'm checking my marginal made hands on the turn of my complete give ups, so I'm not going to bet my complete give ups. But I do have marginal made hands that I will call. Reasonable bet. And like into 13, I probably would have called 9 or 10 big blinds. Like I'd have to. I just to be the right price, I'd have to call because I'd be exploitable if I didn't call. Yeah. If you're ever thinking about making the bigger size bet with the not you have or the smaller size to get called more, just make the big one. It's not a mistake ever to go for a big amount, unless you have a really strong read that your opponent has like something pretty marginal. Similar stack depths here, 28 in this one and 26 big blinds in this one. This one we're down to 132 out of 900. So we're getting kind of deep in that one too. Yeah, I think we probably got over the guarantee if there was 876 entrants. Prize pool $2,628. Oh, there's 15-minute blinds in these? Oh yeah. Well, that's cool. I like the slow structured blinds. I know they take longer to play and everything like that, but there's so much more edge for good players. There's just more time for me to outplay my opponents. Yeah, it's just better. The longer the blinds, the better. Just you got to be more patient. That's all. Yeah, we're doing good in this one. We're a little bit shallow. We got this 100 big blind guy to our left, which isn't necessarily good, but his stats are pretty passive. So that's good. It just keeps quiet when I'm opening. That's perfect. Aces, ace, king. That's what happened to me when I bubbled the other, like the final table bubbled again. Aces there. That's good. We had the old king 3, so that's kind of a cooler spot. Fuck off. I gotta get rid of that. It's kind of bugging me. I'll min raise this. This is fine. We got that blocker again. We get called quite often by this guy, but you know, ace 9 off isn't the worst. Block his free bet shoving range. Not that he's never going to, but less frequently. And we got to show it down because this guy's calling with everything, right? 9%. Hijack 25. Hijack 25. First in. Hijack. Yeah, we're opening ace 8 off at some frequency. Ace 7 off at some frequency on the hijack at 25. Yeah, because we're just blocking shoving ranges. You know, and we can stack off with the ace pair of aces with the 7 kicker at 25 effective. Like, sure, why not? We got top pair. We're going to go with it, right? This is an open for sure. I just don't know if I call here. I'm actually going to check this one out. 25. Queen 10 suited. Yeah, it's a call. Okay. I just wanted to double check. It's like I'm just rusty at poker and I'm trying to get back into it. I just forget stuff. Still trying to remember. But I'll get there. Okay, well, we gotta get up. Ditch. This guy's super tight. So far, this guy's nuts, but like passive. Yeah, we just had to get rid of it, unfortunately. But yeah, so good to know. Hijack ranges versus under the gun. Yeah, pocket nines, pocket aces. Ooh. We made a queen on the river. Yeah, so this is what we're calling with hijack versus under the gun. All the suited broadways are called. 3-bet with the worst. Ace 9 suited, king 9 suited, ace 8 as bluffs. Ace 10 off a bluff, 3-bet or fold. 7s plus sometimes. Then you got shit like this. Like, I don't have any stats on this guy either. It's a call. I look like a calling station right now, getting all these marginally callable hands, but yeah, this kind of is similar to the hijack spot, under the gun versus under the gun 1. I'll go to see it. This flop is so good for the big blind, or for the under the gun player. Yeah, apparently we folded it once in a while. Maybe it is a fold because we're like deep in the tournament. Maybe it is more leaning towards a fold, and we have a couple shove stacks. But you know, I'm not even gonna bother with this. Like, I'm done with this hand completely at this point. Like, there's a king and a queen. See here. I fold. Clean open, but cut off high position. 25. It's probably an open, but there's so many shove stacks on the table and high 3-bet frequencies. And we're almost to the final table here. It's got to kind of tighten up your range. Let's reduce the variance, try to move up some extra spots. Get a couple premiums, double up. You know, if I get one spot and I double up, I have fucking 56 big blinds. Like, and then I'm laughing. I had 50 like earlier, but you know, stuff happened. Blinds. Could have opened that. It wouldn't have been awful. Trying to tighten up a game a little bit here. At least we didn't jam those 8 under the gun versus under the gun 1. I think I did that when I just got back into poker again. Like 2 weeks ago, I played a session and I re-jammed with them, and I was like, looked at it, and I'm like, oh, never mind. That was a bad decision. Okay, this guy makes our decision easy. I think I was gonna call, but fuck sakes. 57-14. Oh man, this hand's ugly. Let's get rid of it. Let's try to keep our fold equity with the little fold equity we have. Let's see. Big blind versus under the gun. Such a mess in here trying to find stuff. That's for under gun min raise. I have that, but yeah, I don't really have one. I have 2 a min raise. 10-5 offs a fold. 10-6 offs a fold. Okay, that's versus under the gun. This guy's like in middle position, but kind of similar. Oh, you know, like game theory optimal would probably be to shove here. We're getting so deep in the tournament, we can start like getting a little bit more conservative with shit like this. I'm putting this guy in a really tough spot with a 10 or a 6 or a 7. I think he calls there with a 10 like every time because yeah, he's calling every time with a 10 there. But yeah, like little marginal spots like that, like jamming for 20 big blinds and the small blind into the big blind with ace 7 off, shit like that, rejamming versus the button with jack 10 off and the small blind at 15, shit like that. You just kind of eliminate that from your game and just take the more passive, conservative route and just call, see a flop, try not to lose. Because we're not playing to win chips anymore. We're playing to win dollars. And like we win dollars by getting, not accumulating chips. I just try to slow down a little bit, tighten up, pre-flop a little bit, and not take some of the marginal spots where we're going to be 3-bet shoving and shit like that. I learned that from like Faraz Jaka. That's the guy that kind of, I watched some videos with him getting deep in tournaments, and he mentioned that. Yeah, I honestly haven't done much study on that, but I'd like to. I think it's really important what I'm talking about right now. But yeah, like these aces, we have to fold because we're deep in the tournament now, and you know, aces always lose. Just joking. We're going with the fucking big blind sitting out though. Hopefully, it incentivizes one of these dumb fucks to fucking do something. Come on, guys, open the pot. Open it. I know we're blocking what they're gonna open, right? It's harder for them to have a good hand. We're just calling. We ain't fucking getting out of line. Okay. Pretty safe flop for aces. We are in with 3 other players, so we're gonna want to play this pretty quick. Like there are flush draws available now, and hopefully this guy bets good. I'm just all in. I'm all in. Somebody has something here, and they're gonna want to fucking call. And I want them to make a mistake with their draws. So or tens. Okay. Well played. I think he played it fine. That was fine. What he did. Like I think if I 3-bet him pre, we're going all in anyway. Just a cooler spot for him. We seem to be running pretty good tonight, to be honest. We're not getting in a lot of unlucky spots, but you know, our day will come where we're running bad. So it's poker, right? You win 100 buy-ins, and then you lose 40 of them, and then you fucking go back on a good run for a while, win another 100 buy-ins, and you lose 60 of them. Then you go on a, you know how it is. The chart goes like this: up and then down, and then up and then down, and then up. Yeah, I've been there. But yeah, I think calling with aces is absolutely fine. Like, let's see. It was hijack versus low jack for 25. And yeah, if you see right here, aces are called 60% of the time. Like, aces are to call with. Like, we're not too worried about being outdrawn with aces, right? Aces are great. We have top pair already before we. So, you know, there's a few flops that are going to be kind of bad for us, like 8, 9, 10, or Jack Queen, but not so much Jack Queen King. We blocked the straights there pretty well, but, you know, for 25 big blinds, we're willing to stack off, and we're just going to make more profit by just calling, allowing our opponents to see the flop, hitting a pair, and then they'll put all their money in, as opposed to them folding when I 3-bet. So, oh my god, man, you got to give me 2 fucking 9, like. All right, at least we got a 9. This guy does this min raise thing. He obviously has absolutely no idea what the fuck he's doing. Yeah, we're just gonna call down. We're not gonna get out of line at all, or raise, or fuck all. Check. Wow, that's a really bad river for us. Okay, good. He checked. Shit. What the hell did he have? Oh, he had the straight? Bottom end of it, did he? Yeah, he did. He didn't even bet the fucking straight. What a dumbass. Yeah, that's why these low stakes games are so profitable, because these guys, they don't bet when they get a hand. They just let you off the hook. Like, how many times have we been let off the hook in the last couple hours? This is crazy. They just let you off the hook all the time. Like, I'm getting let off the hook left and right. It's crazy. Like, they don't know how to bet. Oh, that was kind of cool. But you got to rivered the flush there. Yeah, we're getting kind of short in this one now. 14 players remain. Seems like that's how it goes for us. Like lately, like I always get to like 12th place. I go through these phases where I won't final table for a while. Get like 10th, 11th, 12th place, 13th, whatever. I don't know what's little raise here. You can try to induce something to happen, or we'll have to call it off. Check. Do I bet here? Yeah, I think I can bet small now. I think betting small is fine. He'll call it ace highs and his sevens. All the flush got there though. We can just check. Like I was gonna go for thin value on the river, but the flush got there. If we bet and get raised, we're in a bad spot. We're gonna have to fold. So, oh look what we got, aces. Again, we're getting aces. Why can't we get aces here when we're final table bubbling? You're on the wrong side. All right, these ones I'm more inclined to 3-bet because I'm on the button and people just expect that. Can I 3-bet or what? Yeah, we'll go 7.5. We'll go a little bit smaller than normal. I don't really give a fuck if they call. I have aces, right? They don't know that I'm exploitatively going a little smaller to keep them in the pot. They played 15 hands with me at most, so they don't know what I know and what I do. Wow, you fold. That's pretty insane. All right, we're going to go real small, just quarter pot. We're not going to scare this guy away. We check called quick there. Let's go 15 now. I think he has an ace. I'm gonna think for a minute, like I have a tough decision. We have a tough decision right now. We have a really tough decision. It's marginal as hell. There we go. Yay! Timing tells, right? Timing tells. You gotta worry about timing tells. If you just, it makes it look like, you know, I got ace 4 and I don't know what I'm doing, and I need to think about it for a while. Meanwhile, I have the absolute nuts. Pocket 5s beat me, I guess. But, you know, like, he's never having pocket 5s there. Just take a second. Don't instantly shove. Just give it a minute. All right, top 100 in this one too, guys. This one was pretty heavy fielded too. This was 876 players. Yeah, that's cool. We're doing good. Here, I'm gonna move this here. We'll be able to get to the charts if necessary and have this here. There. And we can kind of see what's going on. Gotta have those charts. Gotta have those charts. I always consult the charts. You know, it's good. Just ask yourself questions and, you know, look at the charts, and, you know, you memorize them that way. That's how you memorize the charts. This guy does a full 2.5x off a 20 big blind stack. I have no information on him. He just got here, but the queen 10 is good enough to call. We can start folding out some of the bottom portions of our min-raise calling range, but pretty good, especially versus late position. Queen 10's not bad. We have the heart, so, and we have a gut shot. So we're gonna have to check call small bets. He'll probably bet small. He'll probably bet big blind. Well, he sizes up on this exploitatively. I think I can let it go. I don't really have the implied odds to continue. Like, yeah, okay. We'll just let it go. If he was deeper, I'd call because then, you know, we might make. But we're just not making money here. He probably has an 8 too. So I figured he'd just bet range like 1.5, 2, and I can call. But when he's going like over half the pot, like he has. I guess he has somewhat of the nut advantage. Well, he does have the nut advantage, so. And what was it, Ace Jack 3? Ace Jack 3. Yeah. Yeah, I think he was trying to exploit me and get me to pay more than I should have. We'll get rid of that, and we can min-raise this. Getting kind of shallow, though. I gotta fold. These guys rejam, though. Jack 8 suit is just too good. We can't fold it. We do have them covered, though, so if they do rejam, their tournament life is on the line. So it might be kind of tight, just due to the fact we're going to final table right away. This guy's a 4% 3-bet, too, so. All right, Queen, Jack 5, 2 diamonds. We don't have one of those, and we have a marginal made hand. We're going to check behind. Try to induce bluffs and at the same time exercise pot control. Because he's not used to seeing people checking behind with the hand. So he's going to bet now. A couple big blinds. And then I'm going to call. There's tons of bluffs available. King on the river ain't very good for us, but... check. Holy fuck, are you kidding? He doesn't bet his king on the river. Like, you see what I mean? Because if I had a queen there... yeah, like, let's say, for the sake of argument, I had a queen there, and he bets, whatever, half pot, I gotta call every fucking time, but instead he checks, thinking I'm gonna bet the king for some fucking reason. Even though I checked the flop, so that tells him that I have showdown value. Obviously, I have some sort of showdown value if I'm checking the flop for pot control. So I have a marginal made hand, right? Or like absolute junk. But I called on the turn, so I can't have that. Anyway. Easy for me to say. I've spent a lot of time studying. Ace 8 off is like on the cusp of opening, or yeah, we're getting down to 12 big blinds. We have to do something. That was pretty ridiculous what just happened. Like check flop, or check flop. I have a marginal made hand. He leads turn, which is, I don't know, what was the turn again? Jack 8 suited. Yeah, leading turn's okay. I think he leaded a little bit too big, but I think he should only be leading with a price that's actually pricing himself in to get to the flush on the river, because when you bet more, and I have a queen, you're actually losing money there in the long run, right? Because you're pricing yourself out. Like, you can bet 33% pot with the SPRs being about 2.5, and that's like perfect. So 33%. And then, you know, you go polar on the river and you bet the pot, whether you have your bluff or you have your fucking. But yeah, on that river or on that turn when he bet that large sizing, like it just there's so many bluffs available there. It's let's see, I'll get it back up. Look at all the bluffs available. We got like 10-9, King 10. We have heart draws, diamond draws, 7-8, 3-4. Like there are so many bluffs available here. So there's just a ton of bluffs available. 5-7 suited. Unknown table. Queen 5. This guy does his little min raise thing, which is actually good for me because, you know, we get more money in the pot while I'm in position. No reason to raise. We have a marginal mate hand. We gotta go with this one. Oh man. Pretty sick. I don't know why you jam the turn. Like, think about it. Okay, we're gonna jam the turn here with our middle pair hand, so that way he calls with an ace, or maybe a weak queen once in a blue moon, and then I lose, or he plays perfectly and folds. Anyway. Alright, so we got 13th again. Pretty crazy. There's nothing I can do about that, though. Like, what am I going to do? Fold a queen with, like, 9 big blinds? Like, I just can't. I got to stack off the middle pair there. It's unfortunate. Anyway, this one, we are down to 87 players. Down to 87. At a 876. I'm getting kind of annoyed with like final table bubbling. I've done it like fucking 4 or 5 times in a row now. Like, why can't I just catch that guy in a bluff and fucking move forward? Like, yeah, it's just annoying. I keep final table bubbling, and it's just I want to make a final table. Like, you play for like 6 hours, you just want to make the final table. Like, there's no money in fucking. 13th fucking place. Like, it's just bullshit, man. Yeah, we'll pull. Like, I don't know. I just don't get the logic behind the plays that these players are making, really. A lot of them are just ridiculous. Like, they let me off the hook, they let me off the hook, they let me off the hook, and then this guy makes an absurdly terrible play with his pair of queens, but it works out for him because I have just one of the combinations that I'm actually going to call off with that he beats. Like, even though there's like so many more combinations that I beat him with, like all my ace-x, which, you know, I don't have all of them. I don't have all of them just for the fact that I'm probably going to be shoving some of them, like the ace 2 off to ace 6 or something like that. Let's see. Big blind ranges, like 20 versus 15 versus facing a small blind, not a shove. What the fuck is it? Versus small blind. Here we go. Alright, so this essentially is what I'm going to be shoving. Big blind versus small blind 3.3x or whatever when he raises. So we're going to be jamming, which is similar. He raised a lot less than that, but... Oh, that's not it. Where the hell is it? So, we're going to be shoving. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Ace 2 off, ace 3 off, ace 4 off, ace 9 off, ace 10, ace jack, ace queen, ace king. So I guess, yeah, a lot of our ace-x can be discounted. We're still going to have these. And then a whole lot of this. So, We're just calling with queens, kings, and aces here. And jacks, tens, nines, eights. So that's interesting. $81 remaining. This is going to be a while, I think. Fuck's sakes. We'll be up forever. Oh, yeah. The level 17, the blinds get a little faster. What level are we at? Level 22. Okay, they're faster now. Oh, I won the hand. I didn't even have to look at it. I don't even know what I had. What did we have there? Aces, probably? We had aces. Just watch. We had aces. 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 King 6. Well, we're in a good spot here. We're in 7th place at 81. Average is 378. We got 854, so we're more than double average. And we're about to get rid of the short stack. Hopefully they sit somebody there with like 40 bigs. That'd be ideal. Okay, ace king wins. Now, put somebody here with 40 big blinds, not 10 or something. But not 300 either. Oh, God. Well, they put a guy with 0.01 big blinds here. Like, he won't be here long, I don't think. So this guy essentially just min raises. He opens the hand. Then this guy shoves for 2. I'm calling. I don't think there's any reason to raise. I just think we were just gonna call. See a flop. Okay. So we have lots of backdoor equity. We have the gut shot. We have the backdoor straight draw, the overcard, but the overcard might not be good because our opponents have a lot of queen jack type hands. He bets 3 into 15. I think we got a peel for that price. Yeah, we're getting like 5-1 on our money. We got appeals. The diamond will come sometimes. Bets 5 into 23. This isn't a bet that somebody makes without value here. Probably has queen jack. We block it, but you know we didn't even get a diamond on the turn, so we can just go ahead and let go now. Oh yeah, the queen jack, yeah. Okay, well, we played our hand well, considering he had queen jack. We called getting 5-1 to see if a diamond comes, and it didn't come, and we folded, so. Yeah, I guess, you know, we can put him on a range of hands. He's not always going to have queen jack, but we're going to make a flush 4 or 5% of the time, or we'll out straight him. There's that too. There's that option too, I do believe. It was set up that way so I could get a straight with ace jack. Oh yeah, yeah, it would have been. Ace jack. What do we need? We need a queen. Yeah, that's right. We need a queen here. If a queen came, we'd have a better straight. And yeah, diamonds. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4 outs plus 1 is 5. 5 outs. So 22% equity versus queen jack. 22%. So, and we're getting 5-1. So there you go. Definitely profitable even when we know he has queen jack. Marginally, but he's not always going to have queen jack. He's going to have a lot of bluffs. 10x, you know, that we can outdraw. King X. If he has a king, then we're fucking in great shape because we have the ace too. Jack 6 off. I think big blind versus under the gun here. We're going to fold this. Usually, like if he 3x'd or 2x'd. Versus under the gun. Look at this shit. Look out. Look how tight we are. This is versus under the gun. Like we fold all this shit. I think I play a little too loose, to be honest. I know most people play too tight. I probably play the jack 8, the queen 8, the ace 7. Yeah, I probably play a little too tight, or a little too loose. I mean, probably pure call that, pure call that. I don't know. I don't think it's too big of an issue. Like, I think, you know, in the long run. like those hands are just marginally losing, and you know I'm pretty good at winning these pots out of position anyway. So, and they're just like every time I turn around, they're fucking letting me off the hook. Like it's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous how many times I got let off the hook tonight when I should have lost more money. You know, the goal is to play higher stakes one day. The goal is to play higher stakes one day, and that's not always going to happen. So don't take it for granted. It's not forever. Three, Jack, 3. Check. Why don't I have stats right now? Oh, I do. They're just really small. That's odd. What's going on with the stats, man? They got all tiny. Huh. I think it might be just because I changed the table up, the sizing of it. Now they're really fucking small. Check. Blast it. 4.12 into 10. Alright, Jack 10 offsuit button. Probably not good enough to 3-bet. It's probably good enough to min-raise, though. I guess we could go a little bit bigger since big blind is pretty big. And we're playing 60 effective, but not that big of a deal. He folded his big blind to me. That's good. It's a good sign. Hold the 4-bet, 3-bet, 4-bet. Okay, yeah, we gotta get rid of this. Kind of wanted to open this one, but no such luck. All right, pocket 10s, pocket 9s. Are they a jam? I don't think so. Let me see. Hijack versus Under the Gun for 25. Or 10's a jam. A little bit. A little bit. This is kind of a 3-better fold spot, and we have no stats, so let's get rid of it. I don't know what we're dealing with here. Yeah, 10's a little smidgen of all in. And 3-bet, and then called. So, yeah, I guess it was marginally correct. Yeah, and again, with like this Queen-Jack suited shit, you don't have to rejam that. You can call. This is only to get them to fold King-Queen, and they never fold King-Queen. So, and then I guess you rejam King-Queen to get them to fold Ace-Queen, maybe. Maybe that's why. Because, like, why would you want to jam King-Queen and then fold out King-Jack? Fold out King-Jack. I know they're not supposed to have King-Jack in their range, but they do have it in their range. You're going to fold out King-Jack and Queen-Jack. Like, I don't know. There's got to be a reason. I'm not sure why, though. Probably a reason, though. We got blockers, I guess, to like Ace-King and Queens and Kings. Ace-King. Anyway, we'll be back for part 8 after the break. So, hope you're enjoying watching.